Hello and welcome to another SonicWall video tutorial. My name is MG Sriramaya, Senior Tech Support Engineer, SonicWall. In this video, I'm going to show you how to open HTTP and HTTPS ports using the SonicWall Configuration Wizard. The SonicWall Configuration Wizard helps you to quickly and easily configure various features of the SonicWall security appliance. The steps to open HTTP and HTTPS ports using the wizard are: select Public Server Wizard, select Web Server as the server type, specify the private and public IP address of the server configuration, review the auto-created configuration, test the configuration. For the purpose of this video, we use a network like this. In this network, a web server is located on the LAN zone of the SonicWall with an IP address of 192.168.168.100. The server is listening on TCP ports 80 and 443. The public-facing IP of the web server is the primary WAN interface IP of the SonicWall, 192.168.170.51. Our objective is to allow users on the internet to connect to the web server on HTTP and HTTPS ports using the public IP of 192.168.170.51. Let us begin by logging into the SonicWall management interface, which I have already done here. The configuration wizard can be launched at any time from the management interface by clicking on the Wizards button in the top right corner. In the Configuration Wizard window, select Public Server Wizard and click on Next. Under Server Type, select Web Server. Under Services, you have an option to check HTTP and HTTPS ports. We select both. The wizard will create a service group Web Server Services with built-in service objects HTTP and HTTPS as members. Click on Next. This will bring you to the screen to define the server's private IP address. Under Server Name, enter a name to identify the server. We will call it Web Server. The SonicWall will auto-create an address object in this name with a suffix of private. So it will be called Web Server Private. Under Private IP address, enter the private IP address of the web server, 192.168.168.100. Under Server Comment, enter some comments for reference. Click on Next. On this screen, we specify the public or the external IP address by which this server will be accessed from the internet. By default, this field will have the primary WAN interface IP address. You can change this field if the server has to be accessed by a different public IP address. For this video, we use the primary WAN interface IP address, 192.168.170.51. Click on Next. This is the summary of the settings that will be created by the wizard. Click on Apply to finish the configuration. Click on Close to close this window. Let us review the configuration added by the wizard. Under Network, click on Address Objects. On the Address Objects page, select View Style as Custom Address Objects. Scroll down to the Address Objects section. Here you can see the address object for the private IP address of the web server created by the wizard. Now, go to the top of this page and set View Style as Default Address Objects. Scroll down to the Address Objects section. Here is the predefined address object for the primary WAN interface IP. In NSA devices, this would be called as X1 IP, and in TC devices, this would be called as WAN primary IP. Next, go to the Services page. Here, select View Style as Custom Services. You can see the service group Web Server Services created by the wizard and the built-in objects HTTP and HTTPS added as members. Next, go to Firewall Access Rules. Change the view style to Matrix. In the matrix, select From as WAN and To as LAN. By default, SonicWall blocks all traffic from the WAN to any of its internal zones. You can see the rule created by the wizard. This allow rule is above the default deny rule and therefore takes higher priority. Next, under Network, go to NAT Policies. On this page, set the view style as Custom Policies. Here you can see the 3 NAT policies created by the wizard. This is the inbound NAT policy, and this is the outbound NAT policy, and this is the loopback NAT policy. Let us test this configuration by connecting from a host on the WAN to the public IP of the web server. I am on the WAN side of the SonicWall and have opened a web browser. I enter the public IP of the web server as http://192.168.170.51 and I press enter. I get this test page hosted on the web server. This means our configuration for HTTP is correct and the connection is successful. Now in the browser enter https://192.168.170.51 and press enter. I again get the test page, which means our configuration for HTTPS is also correct. This concludes this video on how to open HTTP and HTTPS ports using the SonicWall configuration wizard. Thank you for watching this video. To learn more about how to open ports, visit sonicwall.com. For more video tutorials, visit dellsoftware.com/support.